I don't know. I don't know what we got to say here about the Billy Shiv. I think
Yep,
that's
it's
pretty
a pretty
self-explanatory.
box standard pick here. Yep. Current Deadlock meta focuses very heavily around the mid game. Lots of brawlers, lots of people who want to be taking fights early. So it's no surprise that we're going to see picks like Shiv, Billy, and Silver. We're probably going to see a couple more frontliners sometime in this pick. We're probably going to see example A, Abrams. We're probably going to see something along the lines of like we are probably going to see a Viscous pick or something like that. Lady Geist, very popular pick as well. Lady Geist very strong for being able to build both spirit and gun. She's just an all-around great character in the meta right now. So no surprises on these picks so far.
Yeah, Wraith. So Wraith's an interesting one because Wraith, like a month ago, was super, 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 super strong. Got a couple of nerfs, came back down to mortality, but we're starting to see a lot more of her here. Um, Talk to me. Why are we seeing Wraith more? What's going on with Wraith?
So I am of the belief that I think Wraith has always been a pretty good character, especially after the rework. You know, once she got her rework, she was super strong for a long time. Ate quite a few nerfs in the meantime, but unfortunately, it seems like we don't see her very much, even though she has a very strong ult. You know, being able to pick someone up, throw them away, turn off their stamina is very strong into initiator teams. So I'm a little bit surprised we don't see the Wraith more often.
Oh, and we're starting to see it here. Here's one of the big changes we saw. So in this patch, we did see Sleep Dagger got kind of an insane buff. Sleep Dagger now gives 15 stacks of fixation. This might be a bit insane. So seeing Hayes get picked here, following up for Chargers, I honestly, that's not big of a surprise. That's gonna be a lot of burst potential here. What do you think about these the additional Graves and Bebop ban? How do we feel about these?
I definitely think Bebop as a ban makes sense if you're going to run double gun carry. Um, as you know, if you get hooked one time by Bebop, especially 20 minutes into the game, it's game over for you. Especially for characters like Hayes. Um, might be a little bit easier for a Wraith to get out, but if Hayes gets hooked by that Bebop, it's over. A little bit surprising that we're seeing uh, Paige and Ivy picks. What do you think about those?
Um, so Page is interesting. Because Rem is a very obvious pick here, especially for Team Warwick Wardens. Might be trying to go for something a little bit more. I don't know. It works well with the seven, so they might be doing something in lane. They also might just have a page player. Keep in mind these players are at different levels in these divisions, so we might just have a page player. So it might be more valuable to get that experience rather than just the better character. Um, I wouldn't even necessarily say that Rem is just a better character. He's just a consistently good character. However, Graves being is interesting. She did get quite a substantial amount of buffs, so we might be a little afraid of the split push that she has going on here with the neutral camps, and um, so it might be shutting down that split push there. Now, the 7 pick, that's big, especially into the Shiv. That is huge.
Yep. 7 is a very interesting pick for Warwick Warden specifically. Gives them a lot of split push potential. 7 being a generally good character. I mean, if you look at the stats for Deadlock ranked currently, he has a very, very good pick rate, very good win rate as well. I believe last time I checked, I think he was around 54, 55% win rate. And it's surprising because we never see this character really get picked. Nobody ever seems to complain or have any issues with 7. He's just an all around good character.
Yeah, for sure. Pocket as well, a very good pick. Doorman, though eating a couple of nerfs, honestly, I don't think it really matters. The ability to just take someone important in a game and go, nope, you are not. You are simply not going to be in this team fight, especially into silver. Oh my god, getting Doorman ulted on silver is disastrous. That is the worst thing to have. So the pocket into the Shiv and the Billy and the Doorman into the silver. There might be some weird things going on in the mid lane here or the mid game here. Talk to me. How do you think this game is going to go?
So I definitely think Chargers Gold, especially as we scale into the late game, is probably going to have an advantage. Um, I definitely think once Ivy maxes out Kudzu Connection, we're going to see a very strong gun-centered team with the likes of Wraith, uh, Billy, Hayes, going to put out a lot of strong gun damage. However, Warwick Wardens, I think, could have the possibility to run away with the game. They have a very strong mid-game centered team. So definitely, I think we could see a massive swing in how this game goes by around the 10-15 minute mark, around the time we see teams fighting for the Rift and the Urn. I think it's going to be a very interesting, possibly, I think we're going to see a lot of aggression coming out of Seven and Geist specifically. I think they're going to be a very interesting. I think it's just going to be a very interesting match, all things considered. Right now, we are seeing a whole bunch of aggression. Right now, it looks like Pocket's already pushed up along with Geist, so it's no surprise that we are seeing these teams really take on heavy early game fights.
Oh yeah, for sure. Good to get this game going and going strong. I think bullying Shiv early, especially in that right lane, will be super beneficial. See, this character scales so incredibly fast, and all he needs is just a couple of kills to get himself going as well. So, I think you're right. We're going to see a lot of action in this game, and overall, I think the counter picks here are definitely in both teams' favors. So, this can kind of go either way. I think we're already starting to see a little bit of these changes coming through with the Hayes bullying early.
Oh yes, absolutely. Especially into a lane like Seven and Page, you're definitely going to see a lot of early aggression from Hayes. No surprise there. They're going to be focusing really heavily on poke. I'm interested in seeing how Seven's going to be building this game. I wonder if we're going to see him as more of a just a ball max 7 build, or if we're going to see a little bit of a hybrid gun build come out of the 7 here. I'm interested to see how things go.
Little bit of a skirmish coming in here in the mid lane. Billy dipping a little low. Good trade for Silver. Her early brawl potential is a little bit rough, but going into Billy kind of works out for her. We got a bit of a man lane in the mid lane here. We got big beefy characters that just want to duke it out. So I think we're going to see most of the fighting here in Broadway. Steal the camp early as well. Try and deny a lot of this pressure here. Get these tanks into this mid game. Get them their items. This is what we want to see, especially because only a couple weeks ago we did see. Oh, and that's a pick on a Billy there.
That is going to be huge for Silver. Nearly 2K already.
Oh, this might be looking rough for Team Chargers here. That's not what you want to see early.
Let's see if Silver can convert this into even more early game aggression. I would not be surprised if Silver and Abrams can push in this tower around the 8-9 minute mark. It would not surprise me at all, especially if they can keep pushing their tempo forward.
Geist also looking to put this pressure, like, what's going on over in Greenwich over there? We're doing some nonsense over here. We're just fighting. Johnny taking a lot of damage from the Geist. Just scrapping. This is a little bit more of a scrappier lane than I would have expected to see over in Greenwich.
Definitely a high intensity lane here. We're going to be seeing a lot of poke between Pocket and Geist. I think a little bit of how this lane dynamic is going to work out is we're going to see Geist doing a lot of early game damage with her bombs. Maybe we'll see Pocket come in and finish off some kills. But we'll have to see how it goes.
If I need to intervene, so be it.
Over in York, looks to be a little bit more safe. You got a lot of carries over in York, so I think they're just going to be more centered on getting that farm early. It's going to be so great to see from them. However, I think a lot of this fighting is going to be in Broadway and in Greenwich. Starting to see it here. Silver misses both her 2 and her 3, but I don't think she's having it. We get the big charge here from Abrams. Can we get another pick off of this? Oh, almost got parried. Big damage from Billy. Silver's dipping super low, and Abrams goes down.
The pick on Abrams.
Uh-oh. The favor in Broadway coming back in favor for team Chargers. Sorry, I don't have the
Oh,
name
and they
on-
pick up the kill on Silver too. It looks
Uh-oh.
like their tempo is going to be slowing down a lot here, especially going into the 5-6 minute mark. It's going to be very unfortunate for their team.
Got a lot of damage in on Greenwich there. Paige nearly died. That was a little spooky. That was ooh. Grabbing a lot of I think we're just gonna play for boxes here.
Yeah, it definitely looks that way. Seems like the tempo of the game has slowed down just a tiny bit after these picks. Looks like both teams really want to just go back to farming right now. But it looks like there could be a fight breaking out soon between Seven, Page, Hayes, and Wraith.
Oh, quick little pause here from Geist. Yeah, so just of note, we have for the side of Arkmother, Skynet on the Wraith, Vampson on the Haze, Jackdaws on Billy, Grape Real Juice on the Doorman Tree on Ivy, and Johnny on the Shiv. Oh, and as
Ooh,
I'm
and it
saying
looks
that,
like
their
Doorman
silver
gets
goes down
another pick.
again. Uh-oh. I think the favor's gone back in favor of
Can they clean up with the double? Looks like they're still fighting.
Still fighting. I don't know if Billy's gonna get the pick. 7 super low over in York. Can he
Oh, and he
escape?
just barely escapes.
70 HP.
Gets out of that fight with 70 HP and a dream. This is the kind of fighting we like seeing, especially in the early game. Very high
Greenwich
octane
is same
game so
again.
far.
Shiv is so low, but he just has enough to live with the bloodletting. What an insane ability, even with the changes on this button. It is crazy to think about how strong bloodletting is. It's just alone as the passive. Over in York, it looks like Team Chargers are going to take on the Guardian, but I don't think they mind too much. Still focused around getting that farm, especially, you know, living that engagement, I feel like is way more important than their Guardian. Big damage on the Broadway here. Silver and Abrams getting super, super low, and he goes
Oh, and
down
he gets the
again.
pick.
Silver doesn't parry the melee from Billy, and also goes down. Broadway now firmly in the hands of Team Warwick here. That is not what you want to see.
Yeah, very rough to be 5k souls down, especially near the 8-minute mark. No surprise that the Archmother picks up the first walker, or excuse me, the first tower here. No surprise, they are a double gun lane, so it's to be expected that they push in hard and they push in early.
Getting those souls early, it's a game of economy, right? And 7 goes down. As we say that, I think the Archmother is gaining the favor here. Very pleased with the results of this team. Greenwich fighting back. Been a lot of aggression, but they aren't dying, which is important to note. Doorman falling in Broadway. Big fight also going down there as well. 2 comes out from Shiv. The fight continues here in Broadway as well as the Silver and the Abrams go down again. Shiv living barely. This Ivy keeping him alive. He has his bloodletting, constantly keeping him, just above where you want to be, and they're just struggling to find that pick. The Guardian falls, but they don't care. They're still alive, and the rest of Archmother still have this lead. It's insane behavior.
Yeah, it looks like this is shaping up to be a very scary mid game for the yellow team here. It's gonna be very scary to try and take these mid game objectives. They may not have the pressure to contest, but we'll see how things go here in the next couple of minutes.
Abrams looks to be taking the duel with or grappling the neutral farm with Hayes. The sleep dart comes out. I think she just gives it up. Billy coming in with the big
it looks
fight.
like they're going to be going in.
Nope. They went out though. They know behind. They know they want to not give too many more souls away. This game is about economy. Always keep your lead no matter what you can. It's really hard to get back when that snowball comes through at a 10% deficit like this. It's not impossible, but it's not what you want to have to deal with, You're starting to see that as well with Billy trying to contest the centers. You know, good source of souls, especially for these front line. They want to get in, they fight, and Ivy goes down. Is Geist going to get the second pick as well? Shiv at full rage gets hit by the 2. Gets the 2
Looks like
hit.
she might be able to get the pick here. And she gets
does
the
get
pick.
the pick.
Impressive.
That is exactly what you want to see.
Looks like there's another team fight going on in mid, and it looks like they get a kill for a kill.
And it's right back to being even again. There is no soul lead for either team. It's exactly what you want to see. The comeback. Shut that down, but the silver goes down to the doorman ult. I think regardless of how the souls are going here, I think this is still in good favor for Archmother though. Like what do you think? What's going on here?
Absolutely. Despite a little bit of a rough start between both teams with a lot of deaths and whatnot, I still think it's very possible that Archmother can come out on top here, provided they can get enough time to scale, which it looks like they may be able to, seeing as how for quite a while they had the soul advantage, and they currently looks like they also may have a.
Oh, Silver's
Looks like
running
they're carrying the urn.
I think we're gonna start a big fight here. Good time to start one as
absolutely.
well, because right afterwards you're gonna get the King of the Hill style game mode. They did slightly change how they work, but it's still a very important team fight to go for. Pocket falling, not what you want to see, especially when you're trying to line up for that objective and possibly fight for this urn here. Big team fight coming up.
Absolutely. Although it looks like Pocket, depending on when they deliver this urn, Pocket may be able to come back into this fight. It's not an impossible task.
Silver lands the bolas onto Doorman, gets some pretty big damage onto him. They pop out with the door.
Hazalt comes out.
Hazalt comes out, does find the pick there onto Paige. I think we're just trying to turn into a werewolf. Lycan Curse coming out now. Big fight onto Shiv. Disarming him is so strong because he can't right-click away, and he falls again. This is exactly what the Hidden King wants. We're getting even more damage onto Doorman. It stops his ability to stop this fight going in their favor. Pick
And she
onto
picks up
Ivy
another
as
kill
well.
on Ivy.
King of the Hill coming out as well, exactly on the 12-minute mark. Billy, I think, trying to contest this as best as he can. Hayes is coming back here as well. Billy is going to be really good at fighting this. Billy falls, trying to contest it as long as he can. Can Hayes stall just for a little bit longer? Doorman and Shiv on their way to making here.
Ooh, both
Doorman
Geist
finding the
are
ult.
huge.
Can Geist live? Geist needs just a little bit more help. Geist falls. Pocket's still here as well. I think the Archmother are going to take this back, and they re-secure it for Team Hidden King.
And what a high-intensity team fight it was. We saw multiple people fall within just a couple of seconds. Very intense team fight. To be expected against two teams like this. No surprise at all, really. And we see the Abrams ult come out.
Doesn't find his pick, but we get a big push here for the Guardian. See, so these, tell me about these troops and how they work interestingly with pushing, because I know they work a little bit more differently from regular creep.
Yes, so something to mention now, which was another big point of contest in the previous patch yesterday, is these Rift Troopers significantly more tanky now. They start out at 30% Spirit resistance, and they have 25% melee resistance. Additionally, their spawn interval has been changed from every 0.3 seconds to 0.5 seconds, so they seem slightly staggered. But these Rift Troopers, they're huge for pushing in objectives. They let you push in these towers very easily. Ooh, and we see the Abrams get picked off by the enemy team. Very unfortunate.
I think we're going to
pick.
see a big team fight here anyway. Silver coming in for the revenge, gets the pick onto Ivy. This fight continuing. Billy ult comes out. Does he pull the team? He does. He gets the pull onto Silver and Geist. He's dipping super low. Hayes is getting a lot of damage here, though. I don't think that Billy cares too much. He's still alive. Lycan Curse coming back out here. You're starting to see that buff come online. This Lycan Curse, absolutely terrifying. And
yeah, she absolutely tears through Hayes.
Shiv, does he want to take this duel? I think Silver's just going to back off and trying to continue to farm. That buff coming in clutch there. that buff, see, in that fight there, I don't think she would have had Lightning Curse, and I think that fight would have gone in favor of Team Archmother here. And I don't think Silver would have found those picks.
Yeah, absolutely. And despite all these huge team fights and Archmother even winning the Unstable Rift, it looks like this game is still neck and neck. So there is no surprise here. It could still be anyone's game at this point. We'll just have to see how things shape up within the next couple minutes.
Shiv trying to get some farm in the jungle. I think he's just throwing a little bit of harass there. I think most of the team is just looking to get a couple more souls. Shiv looks to be taking the engagement with Abrams.
We can absolutely see another fight brewing right here.
Oh,
Ooh,
no, the parry comes through.
Where Shiv is. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Don't fight Shiv in the hallway. This is rule number 1 at Deadlock. Do not fight that character in a hallway. And they don't. Okay. Paige being the only one to die there is shocking. Doorman knocks away Silver, denying the buff. Excellent. And you do want to see that spirit go on someone like Doorman. That bell does obnoxious amount of damage. Ivy taking Shiv all the way over very safely to the drop-off. I don't know if he's going to get all the souls, but he's going to deposit this. Try and snipe as many, and he snipes. Pocket gets like half of them. He snipes like half the urn.
Very impressive steal by Pocket. Pocket comes out with the ult as well. Let's see how this team fight goes.
Big team fight over in Greenwich. Silver dipping super low. Lightning Curse is available, but I don't know if she's going to get it enough on time. The shield is coming through as well. There's also the same fight happening over in York. And Henny King aren't going to be able to win it. They're forced to fall back.
Yep, they are absolutely fighting a war on 2 fronts, unfortunately.
Brutal. In King, that's a big loss. You don't like to see that. I mean, the soul advantage is great here for the urn. Get that a little bit of soul lead, but I don't know, man. I think at this point in the game, you're looking less for souls and looking more for trying to pressure out these walkers. They do pressure out the one in Greenwich, but in return, Archmother find the walker over in York.
Yep, and with that walker taken down, it officially brings them back ahead of the Hidden King. This still could be anyone's game, but my belief, I think the Archmother can bring this game to a close. I think they're going to scale a lot harder than the Hidden King can.
I think so as well. It's starting to look a little bit more tough for Team Hidden King here. I think they need to get a little bit more ballsy, and I think we're starting to see that now with Abrams forcing Hayes off this center. He wants this. He doesn't want anything to do with this Hayes.
He's hungry for that centers, and he will fight for it by any means necessary.
He is hungry. Give him that center.
Oh, Hayes comes out. Looks like
from
with
Hayes.
the ult.
Cancels it and just denied the whole center. Abrams wants more though. Abrams wants this fight. Is he going to be able to... What's going on there? Seven and Billy just looking to... this lane neutral for them. I think Abrams just backs off, realizing where he is.
Yep, unfortunately, it looked like Abrams was all gas, no brakes, but he didn't have any trailers to follow up, unfortunately. His team did not want to fight with him.
No, sir. Hayes dipping mad low from Geist here. Are they going to find the pick? Geist is kind of alone here. Billy gets the bash down. Shiv lands the 2. Big pick on the Geist there.
Let's see if they can convert anything off of that pick here. Looks like potentially they might be able to push something in here.
Are they though? Whole team's here.
Hold on.
Killing Blow is available with the Killing Blow, but does get the pick onto the page. That might just be enough here. You got a lot of damage out of the Haze here. Lightning Curse coming out here. You hear that werewolf roar. Big damage on the Shiv.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't care about that bloodletting.
On Shiv.
Billy is so low, but I don't think the Silver cares. She wants more.
Silver is absolutely feeding for more. She's running them down.
She was mad about how that early game went, and she is here for the game. 2 picks in favor of Silver. Ivy forced to retreat. We are back in this game. The Hidden King is not out yet.
And it looks like they square up for a mid-boss take.
This is scary. Shiv
This is very
is
scary.
great in these fights.
However,
Shiv
Rejuve buff
and
could be
Doorman.
the exact thing they need for these next fights moving forward.
They have exactly Doorman and Shiv here to contest this. This might be exactly what Archmother want here. Both of these characters fucking love fighting. Big pick onto Doorman. He doesn't get the cart through. The Billy ult comes through as well. 7 ult comes through as well. 2 picks on the Archmother here. Only 7 falls, but they got the Rejuve. And they only lose 1 for the Silver. There's more fights going through in the bottom lane here. Silver's forced out, but she does live.
Do keep in mind, we gotta
That
keep an
was
eye on that
huge.
Haze, otherwise she's gonna start doing a split push as she is right now. Can she get that
is.
Walker at the bottom?
I really hope so. That might be exactly what the Archmother want here. The Hidden King, that was such a good fight for them. They saw the Doorman come through. They saw the door land through. And they threw every little bit of CC in him they knew was going to be possible because he was just going to cart them right out of the pit there and they would steal all the rejuves because it was Shiv. Lycan Curse coming
And
out
Silver
as well.
going crazy
Big
once
damage
more.
on Haze. Silver's just killing. This is exactly what you said that the Hidden King would want. They would want these fights in the mid game and they would want to convert off of it. Exactly what Silver's doing here as well. They do get the Walker though. That is important.
They do get the Walker. Looks like the Hidden King's moving the urn once more. Do we see another team fight break out in the right lane?
It's looking like it. They have... Archmother do have Wraith and the Ivy. I think
Looks like
Abrams
this could
on
potentially
Pocket
be a
are
3v2
zoning them off,
here.
though. I think they're just going to zone them off of it, and Geist is just going to claim the entire urn.
Very good area denial by Abrams and Pocket here. Very good that Geist can solo deliver that. It's going to be a huge soul advantage for her. She is now the highest soul amount on her team, and most in the game, it looks like. Geist very
This
scary when
character's
you're
still
able to get...
great. In the early game, she has such good harass, and even into the late game, her damage is kind of terrifying, especially with Swap. Like, her having this lead is going to be very beneficial for the Hidden King.
Absolutely,
So,
and
7
very
not far
scary.
behind either.
Forgettable.
Doorman,
Geist is one of those characters that I think are always going to be good because she can always go Spirit early and scale into gun late. Oh, and we see another fight break out.
The Abrams! The Abrams cancels the lineup for the cart on Doorman. This Abrams is on point. He has seen this Doorman line up something every single time and denied it. The awareness is impeccable.
Absolutely. This Abrams has the Doorman's pocket at every step of the way. Unfortunately, they get to pick on Abrams, though.
I don't think he cares. I think he just wanted this pocket alive. This Abrams... See, Silver and Abrams had a good pick early in their lane, but they kind of lost. It didn't really matter, though, because these characters only need a couple of items to just come through, and they kind of can't die, and they have really good pressure. We might be getting a fight here. 7 falls. Silence onto the Haze. Silver's dipping low. Can she get the Lycan Curse? Lycan Curse comes out last second.
Can she live? And she dies.
She gets the
Very
parry on the
unfortunate
Shiv,
fight.
but the entire Archmother forces over in York. Good little pick from Pocket onto Billy as well. Are we going to see a Walker fall? Are we going to see... Uh-oh.
I definitely think we see at least one Walker fall, and we see the Walker fall. Can they convert anything else off of that, though?
Doorman just wants out, I think. Hidden King.
And they get the
Still
cleanup
in this
on
game.
Doorman. He is absolutely staggered at this point.
Hidden King looking a little rough there for just a minute, but they had one good team fight for the Rejuve. They're getting a lot of pressure in these lanes from Archmother. As you can see, these lanes looking super, super, super blue, but I don't think they really care. Their team fights have been astonishingly well played.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of amazing team fights on both teams, I think. Ooh, we see a fight break out between Geist and... Ooh, and they get the kill on Haze.
Look at
Very
that
impressive
bag!
pick.
An 1100 bag! Blasted coming out from the Billy. He's ready to rock and roll. Lifting coming out from a Wraith. Oh, the Geist is absolutely shredding Billy, and he's down. Swap onto
Absolutely
Ivy is
insane
silenced.
damage potential by Geist here.
The swap on Ivy, regardless of the HP, the silence is, I think, only what they cared about. I think we're going to see another Walker fall here. This is really bad for Team Arkmother.
Absolutely. It really looks like Lady Geist has stepped in. She is definitely the team's MVP as far as it goes right now. Between her and the complete denial of Doorman by Abrams, this is a very impressive showing by Hidden King as a whole.
Are we going to see another team fight breakout? Ivy backing off, just place wants to put their Wraith. I think that's the call, right? At this point in the game, you're looking to keep your Wraith and your Haze healthy. They do so much damage. And they're doing it. They're doing crazy damage. Haze is getting some pretty good sleeps and forcing a lot of damage onto Billy.
Yep, the whole name of Arkmother's game here is playing Peel Team 6. They got to keep those carries alive as much as possible. That's the only way they can win this game, especially with the Hidden King being as far ahead as they are right now.
Pocket running the urn. He's got his entire squad to back him up. They won't have Billy for if they try and build a team fight here. Arkmother, they need to get something started.
Oh, and it looks like it's about to
And they
start
got
with
the
the
pick!
on Geist.
Pick on the Geist. Haze is dropping real low. I don't think she really cares, though. She does. She falls. Abrams and Page ult coming out.
Huge ult by
Get the
Page.
Triple. Shiv looks like he's trying to get as much pressure as he can. I don't think it's really gonna matter, though. Lifting. Silver is the target of that. You're seeing here that Silver really wants to target this Wraith. All this damage coming
Wraith
through.
getting hunted down.
Come on,
And they get the pick on
Skynet.
Wraith,
You know
though.
you represent these casters. Get stuck in the
And they
wall.
get
No!
the pick on Wraith.
The Lycan Curse comes out here. You saw as well in the pings that Silver knew exactly what needed to die there, and she was right. If that Wraith fell, it was perfect for them. And you saw the health bar was being absolutely shredded.
Absolutely insane damage coming from both teams on that team fight. I think the name of the game at this point is we're going to see Silver absolutely hunt down those carries on the Archmother. It would not surprise me at all if we see almost every team fight start with either Abrams or Silver absolutely hunting down Haze and Wraith. Would not surprise me in the slightest. Their key to winning all these team fights is going to be picking out those specific carries and denying Doorman as a secondary objective. Speaking of Doorman, looks like he gets a stun on Silver here, and he gets the ult. Can they set up for a kill on Silver, possibly?
Can Doorman get the whole thing? No, Paige is here now.
No.
Are we going to contest it? I don't think we can.
Looks like they might just have to give it up. Very unfortunate, all things considered.
Uh-oh. And that's going to be a really big push in favor of teammate Hidden King. The turnaround from this team has been absolutely phenomenal. What looked to be a little bit of a shaky early game there almost immediately flipped into their favor. The Silver and the Abrams getting these picks early is just a constant thorn in their side. Arkmother feels like they never have the whole team. It always feels like they're just one member or one engage away from a really good team fight.
Absolutely. But if there's one thing that the Hidden King's good about, it's isolating targets. Exhibit A.
Wraith coming through with the ricochet. We're getting so much damage on the Abrams. Clear this wave. We gotta get this thing blown up, because if this isn't blown up... Oh my god! Silver and Abrams are dropping so low!
By God, if
Hidden
there's
King
one
needs
thing
to-
that the Wraith can do is she can clean up. She can pump out that damage.
Can they turn this around? I think we need one team fight.
I think we need one good objective take or one good team fight. 20k souls down nearly is pretty rough, but it's not an impossible ask to get back into the game. All it takes, like you said, is one good team fight. One good objective. Can we see it come out of the Archmother here?
We don't have a whole lot to work with. We do have the Urn that's going to be coming up very soon, but I don't know if that's enough. It's a team fight angle, and with the rejuves, it's a hard call. Like, you can just say, no, we're better, we'll take the team fight, but I don't know, man. I think their play is they play safe, wait at the rejuve. It's not looking great.
Yeah, definitely not looking great, but I think the best option Arkmother has right now is to just wait it out. Wait out that rejuve, get some more farm in them, scale harder. But the question is, with the Hidden King having so much map control at this point in the game, can Archmother get the farm they need to come back into this game? It may not be possible at this point.
Might not. Shiv coming through does find the pick on the Geist. That's the rejuve down. Doorman does find
huge
us
by
all.
pocket.
Big Billy ult! As well as the Affliction. Huge team fight. Billy is just dropping so low. 7 starts the storm. Hidden King don't care. Only losing 1 rejuve and finding 4 picks. I think we're starting to see the beginning of the end here. As the shrine, the right shrine is dipping so low. Disarm on the Haze. She's so low. It's only Wraith.
5 men down on the Archmother. This might be the beginning of the end, folks. I don't know if the Archmother can come back after a fight like that.
Let her lift you. That is definitely what you don't want to have happen. That character will shred you. Greenwich getting pushed in isn't great, but I don't think it matters here. Just take the shrine. Probably get the other shrine here as well soon.
Absolutely.
Levitate
We do
coming
see the
out.
Wraith ult come out onto Abrams. Can she get
Abrams,
it?
oh my god! Oh, don't think it's not. Oh! What was that? You saw the
A little bit of a whiff teleport by Wraith.
Whiff's teleport, but it was weird. It looked like it went into the base, it just didn't. Brutal. Right, with Shrine down, but there's no more rejuves up. Run the urn, just claim this advantage. Deny the bonus as well, you know? Don't let that
Wraith
thing
going
happen.
in on Abrams. Can she get the pick on Abrams? And they get the
oh,
pick.
she does! Grouping up in Broadway. Get together. Get a fight going. This is what you want to see.
Absolutely. The tide may have just changed here. Without Abrams, that doorman can just run free however he so chooses to.
Silver does have the urn, which is... I think we're just trying to not let it go into the hands of the Archmother here, but... Yeah,
Absolutely.
You've got Ivy, Shiv, and Doorman all guarding it. Like, nah, this thing ain't... Doorman's a good shout as well. You got the cart...
Looks like Silver might be trying to sneak it here. Can they contest
Gets
the
it.
orbs? Oh, and she steals majority of the orbs. Ivy does. Very impressive.
That's so many souls. That's really good. That's what you want to see. And they back off. It's interesting. I would have thought they'd push this advantage. They have the souls, you know. Not having the Abrams isn't great, but I don't know. Play this a little safer. No reason not to play it safe.
Exactly. Hidden King is so far up in this game that they have no reason to play aggressive anymore. They can just wait out their Abrams' respawn timer and he comes back into mid. We'll see how things shape up now, but it looks like, if I had to take a guess, I think Hidden King, and my guess is right, it looks like Hidden King's about to group up. Maybe they push in, maybe they look for another team fight. Anything could happen at this point. But my personal opinion, I think we're going to see another scrap break out here in just a few moments.
Will it be in Broadway, or do you think it's going to be for the objective? Billy is going for the objective and pushing out York. Hidden King just want mid-boss. They just want to end this.
Absolutely, but it looks like
Doorman's here again,
Archmother
though.
might be here. This is a very scary objective take for the Hidden King. Lots of people on the Archmother here to contest.
Billy's not there, but I think he wants the objective. Doorman coming through. He finds the
And they
checkout, but
manage
he's
to
going
clean
to
up.
fall. Hayes is down. We get all 3 rejuves. I don't know if it was worse for Billy to go for that objective. I think he just needed to team fight.
Yet again, another unfortunate team fight by the Archmother here. Looks like, ooh, can they clean up on Shiv? They might just be able to kill him.
So
And they
low
get the
silence
pick on
comes
Shiv
out,
as
yeah.
well.
I think this
might
is
be
lights
the end.
out. Warwick looking rough in the beginning, but I think the Chargers could not hold that lead. They found their picks early for Silver, or I guess in the mid game for Silver. Billy ult, last ditch attempt, gets a big pull. 3 members of Team Warwick here. Pocket's really low, but I think he's just going to try and play
And it's
play back a
lights
bit,
out
and they
for
do.
the Archmother.
GG.
Very intense game. Very intense game. Very impressive on both ends.
That early game was a little shaky. I was looking at Archmother. You know, they played very well in Broadway, and putting Hayes and Wraith same lane, good way to get pressure early, and then York, and then in Broadway, Silver got the pick early, but they just didn't care. They found so many more picks onto them. However,
Absolutely.
Greenwich kind of worked out. Shiv got enough to work with there. He got a bit of damage. I don't think it really mattered because Geist just farmed, and she really did because, you know, MVP goes to Sharks here. GG from Team Warwick and from Chargers. That was an impressive performance.
Very impressive indeed. Geist very, very deserving of that MVP. A lot of damage coming out of that Geist, and it's to be expected. Geist is a very strong character, especially with how things are in the meta right now. Geist is just a very strong character overall.
Brutal. That's brutal. Oh,
very brutal. Very entertaining match, though, I will say, all things considered. Very fun match to watch.
Sir, I had my heart for Charger, represent Sky Knight, one of our casters here, but unfortunately he couldn't find a way to carry his advantage into the late game. Team Diff! Come on. Team Diff. He won his lane.
Very unfortunate.
He won his lane. getting a message from him there saying he tried his best while we're playing. Poor guy. He played very well. I believe that
indeed.
wraps up game number 1. I think we're going to be moving to our break here while we wait for game number 2. Don't click away yet, please, because we've got one more game tonight. Stay tuned.